What's up, adventure athletes? Coach Ryan of Axistence Athletics, and I will be leading you through today's training session. It is Tuesday, April 21st. Get ready to throw down. What are you going to be throwing down with? Great question. The tools you're going to need today are dumbbell, kettlebell, sandbags, optional, and maybe a bench. Now, you may need 2 dumbbells or kettlebells. That depends on whether you're going practical or tactical. What I really want to do right now is talk about the intent of this session. All right, so whatever you have going on, whatever you came into this session with, push that to the side. None of that matters right now. What matters is being right here, right now, and focusing on building your strength. So the first part of this training session is going to focus on just that, building strength through slow, methodical, controlled movement, focusing on your breathing. And I'm going to lead you through all of this. All right, we're going to be doing some squatting movements. We're going to be doing some pushing and some pulling movements. Just follow along with the cues. All right, make sure that you got some water, and let's get ready to train. Question of the day is, what is the most embarrassing thing that you've ever worn? Feel free to comment below. All right, if I really think about it, to wear something embarrassing first means that you have to be embarrassed. And you're talking to a guy who wears facial hair such as this and plays characters on YouTube. So I don't know if that question applies to me. We're gonna get into this warm up here in about 5 seconds. So just kind of follow along, flow along. 3, 2, 1. What we're gonna do is interlace your fingers, come up as high as you can and up on your toes. And I just want you to walk for about 45 seconds. All right? So for 45 seconds, we're just gonna go up, back, maybe stretch it out from one side to the other side. Maybe kind of point your toes in just a little bit. All right, walk forward, walk back. Try to keep your abs somewhat engaged, all right, during this as well. The warm-up is just a time to kind of think about the rest of the workout. Don't think about the rest of the day, all right? The only thing you have to do right now is focus on being here right now. 45 seconds. All right, I'm just gonna shake that out. We'll go 45 seconds on, 15 off. Now we're gonna interlace the fingers behind your back. All right, and in 5 seconds, we're gonna do a heel walk. So in 3, 2, 1, I'm gonna come up on my heels. So I just kind of fired up the calves. Now I'm gonna stretch them out a little bit. I'm also going to pull my shoulders back. The whole time you're breathing, all right, a little in through the nose, out through the mouth. If you've got some mobility in the shoulders and you want to extend those arms behind you, you can go ahead and do that. Not to the point of pain, but maybe slight discomfort. All right? Just kind of loosen things up. Maybe take your head over to the right, over to the left a little bit. Point those toes in, point those toes out. You can walk in circles. Again, we're just going 45 seconds on and about 45 seconds off. The next piece here, as we shake it out, is going to be a hand-foot crawl. All right, so the hand-foot crawl, coming on down, hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, and in 3, 2, 1, I'm going to bring my knees off the floor and then slowly just come forward in a contralateral pattern. All right, that is to say left and right and left. Left and right and left. You can go forwards, backwards, side to side. You want to make a little rotation in here, keeping your abs drawn up and in. All right, we don't want to have hips way high off the ground. We don't necessarily want to be arching either. So keep your feet maybe an inch or 2 off the ground and just get a little crawl. A little crawl, back and forth. Steady breathing. See if you can stay low this entire time. And come on up, shake it out. Next up is going to be the Samson stretch. All right? And I lied, it's going to be the Superman. All right, so in 3, 2, 1, coming on down for the Superman. So chest is up, butt is squeezed, low back is engaged, arms are up out front, and we're holding on. Head down, chin tucked, If you want to get a little extra Superman snow angel, we can do that as well. Back and forth, about 20 more seconds, or you can just stay steady, reaching. All right, this is the time to get those glutes fired up. We've got a lot of lunging, a lot of squatting coming up in the workout. 10 more seconds. Breathing, keeping your hands up off the ground, shoulders engaged. And now we're gonna get into that Samson. All right, so shake it loose, take a deep breath. Fingers interlaced. And the Samson stretch is just gonna step out in a long lunge. And maybe even come over to the side, here and there, back and forth. Oh, Samson. Oh, yeah. Open up those hips. Maybe you've been sitting for a little bit. Maybe you just woke up. Regardless, Samson's going to loosen some things up. All right? Shoulders, armpits, lats, hips, back and forth. You can go forward. You can go reverse. Your choice. Just a little side to side. Big hip flexor stretch is what we're looking here for, guys. Hanging out. 5 more seconds. And then an inverted hand-foot crawl. All right? So we did our hand-foot crawl before. Inverted hand-foot crawl. We're going to come back. Hands behind you. All right? Hands facing the opposite direction. Fingers pointed back behind your head. And if you want, you can just hang out in this position. Or we can start to move a little bit. All right? You can try that same contralateral pattern. Right and left and right, back and forth. Breathing. All right, this is too much on the wrists. You can kind of come down and just hang out in this position and stretch the shoulders. Maybe come up in a little extra bridge. All right? So from this inverted hand-foot crawl, you can go forwards, you can go reverse. We have a bear crawl coming up next. In about 5 seconds, we'll rest. Hanging out. 15-second transition, and then we'll bear crawl. All right? Now the warm-up is intended to get you warm. Fun fact, right? You guys probably didn't know that. Warm-up? Weird, I know. Bear crawl. Calm down, and slowly, all right, keep your hips up as high as you can. And what I want to do is kind of think about using this as a calf stretch as well. So if possible, try to get your toes as close to your hands as you can, and try to put your heels on the ground. If you need to, all right, you can bend those knees just a little bit, but really try, all right? Really try to keep them straight. If you can't get them all the way to the toes, that's okay. We'd actually rather have you keep your legs straight than bend them. That's what we're looking for. And after our bear crawls, we have a 180 squat. Now the 180 squat, it's a little squat with a pivot. So I'm gonna come down. I say so a lot. It's all right, get used to it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna squat down and pivot. Squat and pivot. So what I'm really doing is working on a little bit of ankle mobility while at the same time stretching out the hips. If you want to hang out down at the bottom, you can. Just a little squat pivot. If you want to speed it up, you can. There we go. Hanging out. Got about 20 more seconds here. Just a little squat pivot. You want to hang out down at the bottom, open up the hips, get a little Russian high five, throw it in there, have some fun with it. Got about 5 more seconds here. All right. Next up is the inchworm. Now the inchworm looks like a bear crawl, sort of, but it's not. All right. The inchworm is going to start standing tall, and I'm going to crawl out as far as I possibly can. Crawl out, 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 as far as humanly possible. Hold for a second. I want you to hold until your abs kick in, but not to where your low back takes over. Now, I'm gonna inch my way forward, get my toes as close to my hands as I can, and then crawl out. All right, you may only get a few of these, and that's okay. This is core galore, glute squeeze, ab squeeze, breathing, stretching. Oh, here we go. 2 inchworms. Next up, lunges. So lunge, let's get a little forward back. All right, so we go forward, forward, back, back, and your lunge, just trying to keep your chest tall. All right, I'm gonna step out, and my front knee ideally does not want to come past my toe. If you can keep your heel on the ground, however, not the end of the world. All right, so for most folks, we say try not to let that heel come past, the knee rather, don't let that knee come past your toe. So if I step out, all right, what I don't want is this with the heel raising up. So just stretching. You know, it's just kind of loosening the hips up. Now let's go backwards. We'll hit a little reverse lunge. We have some reverse lunges in the strength. This whole time, guys, we're just breathing, all right? Breathing. Got about 5 more seconds of lunges. And then we have the Cossack, all right? The Cossack squat. Some folks call it the Cossack lunge. I call it the Cossack squat. Really, it's this little side-to-side movement, right? This lateral movement. Life would be great if we only moved in one direction, but we don't. We go side to side. All right, so I'm coming down. What I really want to do is make sure this knee is either tracking outside the toe, all right, or right along with it. So for me, I'm going to keep my toes straight. I suggest you do the same thing. Now you could probably get away with having your toes flared out a little bit as long as your knee is tracking over. And we're just going to go side to side. If you have that extra mobility and you want to get low, 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 you can do that. No issue there. Be nice to the knees. If you also need to use the floor a little bit, just to kind of stretch back and forth, we can do that. All right? And with that, ladies and gentlemen, you should be feeling warm.
All right, the practical is going to be 10 and 10 weighted reverse lunges, and that's going to be paired with a 10 and 10 single arm bent over row. Back nice and flat, other arm propped up against your leg or holding on to an object. The tactical is going to be a Bulgarian split squat, back foot elevated, also loaded. All right, and that one is going to be followed up with gorilla rows, 20 total, so that's 10 alternating each arm.
All right, guys, remember that this is a focus on strength. This 12-minute E4 mom is 3 rounds every 4th minute on the minute. 10 lunges on one leg, 10 on the other. The focus is slow, controlled. If you really want to, we can go 10 on minute 1, 10 on minute 2, all right? And then 10 rows on minute 1, 10 rows on minute 2, all right? So that's how I'm gonna attack this. It begins in 10 seconds. Get ready for it. All right, so a loaded reverse lunge. I'm gonna start with a dumbbell. Slow, controlled. Pause, maybe down at the bottom just for a moment, and come back up. Pause, go slow. Each one of these reps should take you about 5 seconds, all right? Making this whole thing take about 50 seconds on one leg, and then 50 seconds on the other. I'm focused. I don't even know what number this is. I'm just gonna stop around 45 or 50 seconds and assume that's probably 10 reps. Because I'm going about 5 seconds per rep. Now, if I wanted to get a little extra balance in there, maybe I take one knee up at the top. Maybe bring that knee high. If that's too much, you can go right back to it. All right, 10 on one leg. And shake it out. Shake it out if you finish quicker than that. That's all right. Next up, slow it down. And up for 1. I'm gonna get a little extra balance with these. Down for 2, and up. Down for 3, maybe a little balance every now and then. Down for 4. Standing tall. On the side. Down for 5. And up. Down for 6. You might get a little wobbly there. If you do, just slow it down. Chest is tall. Shoulders are back. If you're going 5 seconds per rep, that means this is probably your last rep. All right, now single arm rows. I'm going to prop one arm on my leg. All right, keep my back nice and flat. And I'm gonna pull and squeeze from my armpit. Shoulder is down and back. Pausing at the top for just a moment. Exhale as you pull. And even use this other arm out here to help squeeze and generate some tension. And come up on that back toe for a little extra balance and support. And I believe that's 9. And good pull, solid 10. Shake it loose, shake it loose. Your rows may not take you as long. You can absolutely make them take 5 seconds per rep. All right, if we do this next one together, let's see what that 5 seconds might look like. All right, so watching the clock here. In 3, 2, 1, back is nice and flat, and pull up. Hold for 2, and down, slow for 3. Up for 1, hold for 2, down, slow for 3. That's 2. Up for 1, hold for 2, down, slow for 3. That's 3. Up, and hold, and down, slow for 4. Keep the chest tall. Up, down, slow for 5. Up, down, slow for 6. Up and hold, down, slow for 7. Squeeze out of the fist. Up, down, slow for 8. Should be getting a little heavy. Up, down, slow for 9. And then up, down, slow for 10. That, my friends, is how you build strength. All right? So that was round 1. We're gonna get right back into it. This time, I'm gonna use the sandbag. And I'm gonna pop it up, pop the head around, and let's go 10 on one side. Down slow, and maybe just standing tall. Down slow, up for 2. Down slow, up for 4. Even if you have a sandbag, keep your shoulders up. Down slow, up for 5. Let that back knee just barely kiss the floor. Down slow, that's up for 6. Down slow, up for 7. Down slow, slower than that. Up for 8. Come on, down slow for 9. Up, and down slow for 10. All right, you can keep that sandbag up if you like. Just switching sides. All right, switching it up in 3, 2, 1. Step back. 1, slow for 1. Back, slow it down for 2. Step back, slow it down for 3. Chest is tall, slow it down. Stand tall, squeeze your butt. Down, slow. Stand tall, squeeze both cheeks. Down, slow. Pause, and up. Kick it back. Down, slow, and up. Get about 3 more. Down, slow, and up. Last 2. Down, slow, pause, up. Last 1. Down, slow, drive from that front heel, and up. All right, put your tool away. Woo! Back to the rows. Now for this set, I'm gonna use the bench, and I'm gonna get my legs wide, back flat, squeezing my shoulder blade down and back, pulling with my armpit. Try to keep your toes pointed forward and just keep a little bit of torque in the hips. Don't lose count. If you do, that's all right. I think that's probably 5 or 6. It's not necessarily about the reps, it's about the time under tension. We're trying to go for at least 35 to 50 seconds here, time under tension. Where are we at? Almost. Let's pretend we'll just go to 50. How about that? And slow it down. Woo! Same thing, other side. Ideally, I want something a little bit higher. All right, it's going to help keep my back flat. Otherwise, I really have to sit into this position, making sure the back is flat. Coming up, pause the top, down slow. If you want to get to a little twist, slow it down. Palm faces you, and then pull, slow it down. Palm faces you, and then pull, slow it down. And up, and slow it down. That's right, you're only at 30 seconds. All right, slow. This is probably your weaker side as well. So if you get an extra rep on this one, that's all right. I won't hold it against you. Slowly pull, squeeze, and let it run. Let's go one more for good measure. Shoulder blades back, and set her down. All right, and this is your final round. If you're feeling froggy and you want to go Bulgarian, all right, that's back foot elevated. So we can go 1 foot up and then just slow it on down. All right, personal preference, you can go toe. I personally prefer to have my toe back behind me. Shoulders are tall, knee is tracking over the toe. Breathing. This is as much a hip stretch, hip flexor quad stretch on the back as it is a front quad and glute work. Now you'll notice, all right, my knee comes over just a little bit, which is okay because I'm driving from the heel. All right, I'm coming down low. Your knee is going to be taxed in many different positions in real life. All right, so if you're controlled in your training, you should be able to tax those positions similarly to get a similar adaptation. Keep breathing. Did I mention that? All right, in 3, 2, 1. Slow it down. Chest tall. Drive at the top. Squeeze the glute of the front leg. Drive from this heel. Come up. You should feel a stretch, all right, on that back quad as you drive up. Again, it's as much of a stretch on the back leg as it is strength on the front leg. Breathing, slow it down. All right, again, if you're taking about 5 seconds per rep, which you should be, you should finish this in about 50 seconds. All right, we are at 9:42 right now. That means I've got probably 1 more Bulgarian split squat. And there we go. The last but not least, we have our final set of rows, guys. Final set of rows. Now, for here, I'm going to just take a wide stance. All right, one hand on one side, and I'm gonna pull. All right, I can also put my hand out. Most important thing, back flat. All right, I'm squeezing, my shoulder blade is down. If that's too much pressure on your back, just take one leg out front. You can either come up on your toe of the back foot, all right, or your heel, your choice. Slow, controlled movements here. All right, you don't want to just be finicky, all flopping around over here. All right, just slow, controlled movement. That's what I'm looking for. Breathing. That's probably good on that side. All right, we got one more. This is it. The final round of the strength. And the fun starts. 3, 2, 1. All right, again, if you've got stress on the lower back, either hold something with your other hand or kick that back leg back. Just a little kickstand. And chest tall. All right, if my shoulders are back, chances are my back is flat. If I start to round like a turtle, no dice. All right, we don't like turtles. We don't like turtles. I'll throw straws all over the ocean. Just kidding, I love real turtles. I don't want your back looking like a turtle. We're breathing, we're doing this together. Come on, you got one more? You probably got one more. Big pull, and with that, you are finished with the strength. Take a minute, breathe.
For your second piece, the practical is going to be 40 seconds, a single arm kettlebell push press, 20-second rest. You'll have 40 seconds of goblet squats, another 20-second rest. You'll then go into the same side single arm plank row for 40 seconds, take a 20-second rest, and repeat on the other side. The tactical, on the other hand, is a double push jerk, same rest periods, then double kettlebell front squat, and then Renegade Rows.
So this next piece is going to be 24 minutes. All right, we're going to move, rest. Move, rest. 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. That is just enough time for you to shake it out, put that weight down, take one big deep breath in, and then get back to it. All right, it begins in 10 seconds. All right, starts with a single arm push press. Let's go right side. All right, 40 seconds. 40 seconds, single arm push press. Little dip, little drive, little dip, little drive. We're going for speed, but also control. When I dip, knees go out. If it gets heavy, I'm gonna flex that other arm. Dip and drive. Little dip. Pause the top. 24 seconds in. Dip, drive. Now you can keep it as tight as you can. Maybe you have a kettlebell, maybe you have a dumbbell. All right? Keep breathing, keep moving. That's 40 seconds. Shake it out. Again, that's just enough time for you to rest. And take a deep breath. It's not really a rest, not really at all. 5 seconds, let's grab that weight. We're going into the goblet squat. 3, 2, 1, go. Now remember, if you're going tactical at this point, you have 2 of these. All right, so tactical, typically you're gonna have a little bit more of a full home gym setup. Maybe you have 2 kettlebells, you're breathing, right? Maybe you have 2 dumbbells, but you're loaded up double the weight right now if you are going tactical. Staying with it, breathing steady. For this one, typically I would breathe in and then breathe out, but I'm talking, and that's 40 seconds. All right, now, single arm plank rows. Now, I'm a big fan of using the kettlebell to balance on. You don't have to. All right, show you what it looks like without and with. So without, I'm a little lower to the ground, right? Now, still it's right side, up. Now, I get a little bit extra, I get a little extra pulse. My shoulders aren't cockeyed. Now, I am kind of tilted to the side a little bit. I can pull. I'm in some sort of plank position for a plank row. Shoulders down and back. I've used the same dumbbell for this entire workout thus far. I can go faster here. Again, I'm not focused purely on strength. Woo! All right, now we take a rest. Technically, you get 1 minute and 20 seconds here. So that's a nice time to grab a drink. Let your heart rate cool down just a little bit. You're not going to come back to baseline in 1 minute and 20 seconds, especially if you were just going. All right? Now, with these 40 seconds, I want you to try to apply as much intensity to this with good mechanics. What I mean by that is keep everything tight, keep it solid, keep your back flat, keep your chin tucked, squeeze from where you should be squeezing, all right? Armpits on the pulls, and really squeezing from the armpit on the press as well. But if you're doing all of those things, then we can add a little bit of speed, all right? So we have 20 more seconds. Shake it loose, a little shake it loose, fast and loose, fast and loose. All right, ready? Good times, good times. Remember, if you're going tactical, you've got push jerks coming up. You've got double kettlebells or dumbbells. We'll clean it up, and let's press, 40 seconds. Remember, your knees are pressing out. You're dipping and then using the hips to press overhead. Squeezing your abs and ass. Right at the top. Squeeze. Keep it tight. 40 seconds of straight work. All right? Woo! And take a little breather. All right? Now maybe the second round of squats, maybe you want to bump it up a notch. I don't necessarily know if I want to, but I'm going to because I have something a little bit heavier here. So take yourself outside your comfort zone. You probably already are just watching me on YouTube. Hey-o! 20 seconds of rest is up. It's squat time. Drop it low. Drop it low. There we go. Maybe you have a sandbag. All right. Water cooler. Halfway there. Back is still flat at the bottom. No butt winking. Just a nice little goblet squat. Sit. And time. All right, now the same thing. I'm going to use the bell. If you have a stack of books, a yoga block, kettlebell, something would behoove you to put that other hand up just a little bit. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Left side, pull. Again, you can go a little bit speedier if your mechanics are solid. Keep on. Pull from the armpit. Squeeze your armpit down and then pull. Now, squeeze your butt. Do the same thing. You have 10 seconds left. Abs, butt, armpit. Woo! Woo! One more. Big pull. And now, we rest again. So, we've officially hit right side, left side, right side, left side. How you guys feeling? All right? Comment below whether you love us, maybe you hate us. All right? This 1 minute rest, again, it's a time for you to breathe. Don't think about anything else that's going on today. That's not where your mind needs to be. Be here now. Ram Dass said, be here now. That's exactly where I want you guys to be. I don't know if he was necessarily squatting and rowing, but he was present. One thing about training, taking yourself out of your comfort zone, it's very challenging not to be present and in the moment when you are sweating and your heart rate is elevated and you've got to grab that bell again in 15 seconds. All right, no matter what else is going on, put that stuff aside. You can pick it up on your way out. In 10 seconds, you have push presses again on your right side. In 5, 4, clean that bell up. Pick it up. 2, 1, go. Maybe this time you count, all right? And see if you can get the same number of presses on each side. Maybe add just a little bit of speed if you have full control at the top of this movement. Eyes ideally straight forward. You can look up if you need to, just to make sure that thing is solid. You have 10 seconds. Don't put that bell down until right now. All right. Now you can put that bell down. All right, guys. Stay with me here. It's only 24 minutes. 10 seconds before we grab this thing again. 5, 4, 3. It's squats. Ready? And go. All right. Challenge you. 1, 2, 3, 4. You staying with me? 5, 6, 7. Drive from the heels. 8. And we'll come up on your toe. 9, 10. Knees track. 11, 12, 13, 14. Did you choose poorly? 15, 16, 17, 18. There we go. 19, 20. Come on. 1, 22. All right. That's pretty good. How many did you get? Another way you can do this, if you want to go back and do this again, log how many reps you're getting each round. Right side pulls. All right. Right side pulls in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yep. Oh. And if you're going too quick, all right, if you really need to, what you could do is go from knee and one toe, all right? It's getting a little bit too much. This is a great quote-unquote core exercise, meaning that your midsection is being challenged the entire time. Your trunk is being challenged the whole time. Let's get it. 2 more. 1, 2. There you go. All right. And now we rest. All right. I think. Am I resting? Yeah. Yeah, we're resting. And we'll begin again at minute 12. All right. So hang out, breathe, rest, relax. Do what you need to do. All right. For the next 50 seconds. Try to recover that breath, all right? In through the nose, out through the mouth, together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale big. Exhale big. 10 seconds until we pick up that bell again, this time. Left arm, ready? Overhead, push, press in 3, 2, 1. Clean it up, bound it up, pick it up. Press, keep it solid, all right? Stumbling is not encouraged. All right, you may stumble a little bit, then squeeze your butt. All right, abs, glutes are tight at the top. The overhead press requires a decent amount of shoulder mobility, all right? I would rather have you push a little bit out here and keep your body straight rather than press straight and arch your back, all right? 5 seconds. Ha! Push. Set that bell down. Come on. All right. We don't have to do that squat off like we did last time. We had 10 seconds, all right? 10 seconds. Gonna get that goblet squat again in 5, 4. Let's pick up those pounds. 3, 2, go. Knees tracking over the toes. Zero in on something right in front of you. Each one of these reps, just making little, tiny micro tears. All right? What you eat later is going to either make you stronger or not. All right? Think about what you're putting in your body today, tomorrow. All right? You're doing a lot of work here. I'd hate to see it all be for nothing. All right? Just eating a bunch of crap. All right? This is the easy part. What we're doing right here is the easy part. It's what you're doing in the kitchen. That's where you're going to see the real gains. All right? It's left side pull. Left side pull. Go time. I'm falling behind. Are your hips down? Is your butt tight? You don't have to be speedy now if you don't need to. All right, stay with me. Point your hip towards the ground. All right, slow it down if you need to. I might. Come on, 5 seconds. Push it out. Pull it out, rather. And set that bell down. We get a minute rest. Now, if you are going to think about the future or the past, in this 1 minute rest, think about your food, all right? What's coming in after this? You have a protein shake, all right? You have nice lean chicken breast, maybe a steak, grass-fed, maybe a wild-caught salmon, all right? Or you have no idea. And if you have no idea, that's okay. All right? If you're thinking, maybe I'll eat that leftover pizza, maybe toss that stuff out. All right? Or eat it, and just not see results as quickly. This is not a shaming video, guys. This is a fitness video. Just telling you how to keep it tight, stay on track. And again, this is the easy part. All right? It's what you do. All right, with your plate, your fork, your spoon. That's the hard stuff. All right, but it's only hard if you think it's hard. What's really hard is picking up this bell again in 10 seconds, because that's what you got to do. All right, you don't got to do anything, but if you want some good gains, here in 5, 4, let's go ahead and clean it. Let's get ready. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Right side, little push press. Dip and drive. Dip, drive. Keep it tight. All right. We are 16 minutes in. Chances are you are a little bit tired right now. Take your other hand, put it on your abs. All right? Are they engaged? They freaking should be. All right? Dip, press. You're not going to get as many reps here as you were before unless you're using a really light weight and you were slacking off. You have 10 more seconds. That's enough time for you to get at least one more. Come on. Don't put it down. Push. Up, and there we go. All right. Squats. All right. If at any point this becomes a little too challenging, you can drop the load on the squats. All right. And you can just go body weight. All right. If you really need to. I'm going to stick with my load. All right. Because I've got some goals that don't allow me to push this thing down. All right, now if I was in pain, that's one thing. If you have pain, do not push through it, please. All right? Go see a doctor. Go see a physical therapist. Go see somebody. All right? Maybe take some foam rolling. Or maybe take a week off and focus on your sleep. You have 10 seconds. You should be able to keep up just a little bit of a labored conversation here. And you set that bell down. Right side pulls. Guys, right side pulls coming up. We're getting closer, but we are not there. We are not there yet. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 3 seconds. Get in a position, all right? If you need to, again, you can put one knee down. All right? I'm still gonna have a nice flat back. Abs are engaged. Pull. Exhale on the pull. Squeeze your butt. Develop that tension. You can release the tension on the way down, all right? So ready? Tense. Release. Tense. Release. Almost there. Come on, 3 more reps. 1, 2, one more. 3. There we go. Guess what? All right. Do we rest again? Yeah, we rest again. All we have is 1 more. 1 more. All right. That's the left side. Keep it tight on these presses. Use your other hand. Check your abs. Where are they at? Where are they at? Are they tight? They should be. All right. Now, if you have a weight that is just super, super light, you could turn this into a strict press. All right. If your shoulders start to get too tired overhead, what we could do is just swap this out, all right, for alternating plank shoulder taps, all right? That's another option. If the shoulders are just way too much, we can come down on the forearms, and we can hold a plank as well, all right? So grab another drink if you need to. You have 20 seconds. 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8. It's 5 seconds. Pick up your bell. Go on, pick up that bell. I'm not being mean. Come on, let's stay on. Ready? Let's get it. 40 seconds. Staying tight. Feels good, right? When everything works together, abs are tight, glutes are tight. Got that fist in the other hand. You are one solid chain. All right, for most folks, that trunk is the weakest part of that chain, all right? So squeezing your butt, squeezing your abs. This is as much of an ab and trunk core exercise as it is shoulders. 10 more seconds. All right, we can get at least 1, come on, 2, maybe another. Let's get 1 more. Come on, last one, push. There we go. Oh, goodness gracious. You know what? It's our last round of squats. It's our last round of squats, guys. Might as well find that heavy object. All right. I'm going to flip her upside down. 3, 2, 1. Up. And let's drop it low. Come on. Use those same cues. Knees tracking over the toes. Get low. 10 seconds in. Ha. Down. Breathe. Chest up tall. Ha. Push. Halfway. Ooh, ah. Make noises. Ha. If you haven't grunted at least once, ha, you're probably not putting in enough effort. And that's it. Nice work, ladies and gents. You have 15 seconds before we grab that bell again. All right, so grab that bell. It's your final set of rows. You have 3 seconds. Let's just get right into it. Finish it off. Finish strong. 3, 2, 1, go. If you need to, you can also bring your hips up a little bit higher. All right, as long as you're not sagging. So I want to be straight. All right, I want to have your back as flat as you can. If you can't go straight, you can either take a knee, right, or hips high. But keep pulling. Ten more seconds. Let's get 3 more reps. 1, come on. 2, come on, last rep of the day. Pull. Ah. With that, ladies and gentlemen, your 24-minute, 40-second on, 20-second off is complete. Nice work. we are going to finish this session off with a little half kneeling hip flexor stretch. All right, we had a lot of squats, we had a lot of lunges. Ladies and gents, we are gonna finish this session off with a little half kneeling hip flexor stretch. We had a lot of lunges, all right, we had a lot of squats. Now we need to open up those hips before you get back to work or whatever it is that you're doing today. All right, so I'm gonna set this timer and we're gonna go for 1 minute on each side. So half kneeling, one knee is flat down. I have a yoga mat underneath my knee. What I'm gonna do is squeeze my abs tight, give them a little poke, and then lean forward, all right? You may not need to go much further. You're already gonna feel this hip flexor starting to open up, all right? If you don't feel the hip flexor starting to open up, what we can do is just kind of raise that arm up, all right? So we're gonna now stretch from the hip flexor into the hip, into the obliques, into the lats, and maybe even start to come across the body just a little bit. Don't lose the ab contraction, right? You don't have to squeeze like you're doing a crunch, but just that little engagement so as not to arch the lower back. Now reach up a little bit higher. Reach up a little bit higher, higher. Now for 5 seconds, squeeze your right butt cheek as hard as you can. The cheek that's low. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Come forward. All right, come side to side, back and forth. Relax. All right, nice. We're gonna switch sides. All right, we're gonna put this other leg, so now I have my right leg forward, left knee back. I'm still gonna get that little ab contraction here. All right, shoulder blades are back, chest is tall, and I wanna squeeze, stand as tall as I can. All right, you're gonna feel a little bit of hip flexor, stretch down the front of the quad. All right, and if we want a little more accentuation, now we get the hip flexor into the obliques, into the lat, into the shoulder, and just come across the body slightly. All right, now if you wanna give that glute just a little engagement there, just a little bit. All right, stretch, reach a little higher, in through the nose, out through the mouth. All right, hanging out from right here. We're gonna do that one more. We're gonna get a solid squeeze on that left cheek. Ready? And go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Release all the way down to the floor. Rock yourself side to side, front and back. And with that, ladies and gents, your training session is complete. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time.